my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I am Catherine. Now today we are going to decorate our staircase for the holidays. As I stated earlier, guys, I'm going for simple elegance this holiday season. Now there is a YouTube sister, one of my favorites, Kimberly Davis from A Blessed Home with Kimberly Davis, and she is collaborating with me for this showcase. Now guys, we have similar staircases, so we thought it would be a great idea to share two different ways to decorate the staircases. So let's jump right into today's video, and guys, let's go to work. Now, if you're joining me for the first time, there is a full Christmas playlist at the end of this video. Click it and enjoy. Each year's Christmas lights are wrapped around a piece of cardboard and labeled for the tree that it belongs to. I also cut these tags off. They sometimes show up in the decorations. Testing the lights before you apply them is a smart thing to do. And I also like to apply them lit. This is my 5-year-old Garland from Walmart. Yep, sheds a lot. I start placing the garland at the bottom of the stairs using the female part of the cord. The lights are going to be plugged in at the top of the stairs. Now this strand shed way too much, so I actually removed it and replaced it with a better one. But I have tons of lights, so I added them along the way. I pulled the lights up and out through the garland. That way it doesn't look really dark. And for starters, Walmart has amazing garland. No, this is not a sponsored video. I just basically hit the mother load at Walmart this holiday season. Beautiful garland. It's the Sonoma garland that I also have on the mantle in the living room. We're going to use that on the staircase. Now my new garland is getting center stage. I just placed it on top of the old garland, and I am also pulling some of the lights through, the majority of the lights. Here is a tip for you when you are applying your garland by yourself. These utility clips are perfection. I can't get enough of them from Harbor Freight, Hobby Lobby, or Lowe's. They're like a third set of hands. This is what the simple strand of garland down the stairs looked like before. And here it is with the addition of that Sonoma garland. It looks very lush and thick. It looks so good. I love it. I'm going to be decorating 5 lanterns, and here are my supplies. Of course, I've got these 5 lanterns that you'll see later. I got those from Kirkland's doing the summer clearance when everything was after 4th of July, 50-60% off. I've got beads here that I got from Joann's. I love those at 50% off. Wooden candlestick holders I got from Hobby Lobby, 50% off, and picks and ribbon, which are old, LED flickering candles, which are also old, zip ties. I've got chip clips, scissors, wire cutters. You'll see my pliers floating around, my hot glue gun, and fishing line. I love these wooden candlestick holders. You can paint them any color that you want. So you can use them anytime you want. And I just love them. It's such a good price point. I think it's like $3.99 regular price. And when you get them 50% off, that's $2. So these guys are going to be set aside to dry while we work on the swag. These large picks have been in my inventory for a minute. I think I've just added to this supply over the years. But basically, they have everything that you need for simply hanging them on the lantern. Yes, hanging them on the lantern using the existing wire. First thing I want to do is lay them down and take half of the decorations and angle them upward, and the other half and angle it downward. So that's 2 pine cones going south and 2 pine cones going north. Now for me, where the pine stems start, I'm bending that wire backwards. That's going to be the top of our hook. You want to make this decision based upon the height of your lanterns and where you're going to place them when you're finished decorating them. The next thing is I can gently score that wire with wire cutters. Basically, there's no pressure being applied. It is just to break that plastic coating on the outside of the wire so I can easily bend it without putting pressure on my hand. And now you can just clip the swag onto the lantern. Genius, right? Genius! And again, no pressure. I'm just scoring it gently, just rubbing those wire cutters against it. And once I bend it, looky guys, it practically just breaks off. Amazing. And trust me, if this was hard, I would be yelling for my husband to come and help me. Now you want to use your chip clips to kind of give yourself a trial run to see how you want things to lay out. And then once I loved it, I took a zip tie and I attached the pick and my little ornamental picks together with a zip tie. I cut 5 pieces of ribbon about 23 inches long. I then folded them over to around about 10 inches. I placed them all together and then I was ready to rock and roll. And you want to have 3 of the loops going in the same direction and the other 2 going in the opposite direction. So when you put your cluster together, it looks nice and full. Now you can zip tie your bows separately, like you zip tied the picks, and then put one final zip tie around the entire thing if you want. I'm being a little conservative and saying, okay, I will zip tie the bows directly onto the pick. And I'm basically making sure that the best side of the bows are facing forward. Let me say this, chip clips and fishing line are key essentials in a crafter's supply bin. You just never know when you're gonna have to tie something down or clamp something in place temporarily. And I absolutely have to have these two. You would think that I was a professional fisherman as much fishing line as I have in those bins back there. In the top right hand corner is a modification. This is where I've used floral wire. And I just placed it on the bundle in the middle and I'm twisting the wire around the entire thing. And these are the picks that I'm doing this time. You can do the same thing with ribbon. So if you don't have zip ties, you can use floral wire. And if you want to protect your hands, then you can definitely use this technique. You might want to do a trial run with your bows and see if you have the correct length. I did have some of my tails a tad bit short after securing them to the whole swag. So do a trial run with that chip clip and then you'll know exactly how long you want to cut your ribbon. Now you want to zhoosh the bows when you have placed the entire swag on the lantern. That way it's facing the right direction and you don't have to worry about flattening it when you're installing it, and it will work out perfectly. Just a few drops of warm glue to secure our beads/garland to the door of the lantern. I added the glue to the bottom of the candlestick holder and I secured it to the bottom of the lantern in the very center. And now we add our candles. I attach the lanterns to the spindles using floral wire that I purchased from Dollar Tree several years ago. And then I replace that wire with, here we go, fishing line. I can add a dot of warm hot glue to the knots of that fishing line and wait. When it hardens, I can cut away those strings. Now you guys know how much I love scent sickles. So I planted 3 of those in the garland along the stairs, and the smell is absolutely amazing.
When everything is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night, it's Christmas, a winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, family's near. We give
My absolute favorite part of this display are the lanterns. And the other day I was sitting in the living room with just the candles just flickering, and it was just so relaxing.
what a bliss, a green red delight.
Well, I certainly hope that you think that I met the goal of simple elegance on the staircase. And the lanterns, well, they're the main focus there. That pop of red with that swag, I absolutely love it. Something simple. And perhaps it gave you an idea for your staircase. Go ahead, hop on over to Kimberly's channel. She's waiting, and get more ideas for decorating your staircase. Thanks a lot for watching. And as always, stay in prayer and stay creative. Happy holidays.